If I was born in America, but I'm not white, am I a minority? What do you say to that?
No.
I'm not a minority?
No.
And why do you say no?
Because I'm American. Doesn't matter what color I am or what ethnicity I am.
Amazing. Had you thought about that beforehand?
No.
Yeah. What do you say? Uh-huh.
There's no such thing as white.
There's no such thing as white?
It doesn't exist. It's a made-up illusion.
Well, who are these white people? So the black people mad at white people that don't even exist?
That over decades and decades, that idea has changed more and more. It's like, is an Italian a white person? Is a Turkish person a white person? It's just, it's all a made-up thing.
James said that there are
Slavic
Mexicans
people
who are
and
white.
French people are not the same. You know, the British and the French have been killing each other for centuries. They were not the
But
same
let's
people.
just pretend for now that
Okay,
they're all
sure.
white people.
No, we're all Americans.
If I was born in America, but I'm not white, let's pretend white
The
people
young lady
exist.
over here's answer was
Am I a minority?
absolutely not. Her answer was perfect. We're all Americans.
Absolutely. Had you thought about that beforehand?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Over here, in the back. Yeah. What do you say to that?
I'm going to say yes. If you're not white and you're born in America, then you are a minority.
And why do you say that?
Paperwork. People will say, hey, this is a
Paperwork.
minority-owned business, you know, like special scholarships or, you know, handouts for if you're not white.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, click
I
the
see your
box, you're a
point.
minority.
Sammy, what do you say to that?
That's a good question because I had never thought about it. Before, I just accepted it like, oh, I'm a minority.
Yeah.
But I realized I'm not.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, I'm not a minority.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
A quick thing about that is we need to get rid of all that nonsense about thinking you're a minority. None of that matters whatsoever. If you're born in America, you're an American. Yes, you could still be culturally something else and acknowledge your heritage. That's completely okay. But it's the fact that you have to get pulled up. It's the thought of Satan in you thinking, you know, I'm a minority. Do I have these advantages? And you're thinking, and your brain's full of this. Why can't you just be a person? And you should be based off of your success, your education, how you carry yourself, what kind of person you are, should be what reflects. So the question shouldn't even is prefaced to invoke things like that. So I just say even throw the biblical question out and just say that we're all
Amazing.
doing it.
So you want me to get rid of the biblical?
Yeah, we're throwing this biblical question out.
The reason that I brought this up was a young man in Arkansas. Grace, what do you say to that? I got to ask Grace. That grace is sufficient for thee. Oh, amazing grace.
No.
And why do you say no?
Because we're American. You know, we live here. I think it's they try to control us with words and try to make
Absolutely.
it look like it's like less than, like a minority. So it automatically makes you feel like you're a low class or below the height, or you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
Do you know,
majority.
that's what made me think of this. This young man in Arkansas asked me that question. And I realized when I was growing up, I never thought of myself as a minority. I don't even remember hearing the word minority. It was only when I moved to California and they start coming up with that. And what it does the same thing that it does when you say you're an African American or Hispanic American and all that. It separates you from your country and cause you to feel like you're not a part of it. But if you were born in this country, I don't care what color you are, male or female. If you were born here, you are an American. You are an American. You're not a minority of anything. But they do that to divide and conquer. And that's what another thing that happened to the blacks. They started feeling like African Americans rather than Americans. They started to feel that Africa is their homeland, not America. But so they played another trick on us by saying that we are minorities or we are African American. I noticed they'll try to do it to the Hispanics now. You're a Hispanic American, and now you're a Puerto Rican American. And people fall for it. It's the words. You are being controlled by words. When you wake up, you will start to overcome that. You really will. That's how Satan controls you, with words, name calling and all that kind of stuff. You're absolutely right. Don't forget, we had counseling and all that, all right? Donate to the organization. Go to rebuildingaman.com or call 800-411-BOND. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you all for coming.
You know